second down. Minshew. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Here's Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, let's talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And his kick is right there. It's good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
On the set.
Mike Bar 2, Mike Bar 2.
Rock it.
Check 1-3.
Shoot.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you... In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
Out. Here we go again. Hey, let go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ready, break.
54, right there. Right.
Greystone, travel.
Got to do better. Come on, QB.
Get it.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Hey, hold it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
They'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
52's the mic. Hey, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
General West.
Check three.
Jim, hey, Sam on. Let's go.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Time to go. Mike 59.
They'll drop the throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Bravo!
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get him. Get him. Get him.
5.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go counter with Howard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Running with Howard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
6-6, pull it high.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They're going to look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
He can't, man. He's not going to get me.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Terry. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Hey, high 7. Now.
Here we go. Mike's 57. 57's right. You're trash. You're trash.
Greystone travel.
Now Minshew. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Bang, 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 bang. X3, 218, chopper.
Shit.
Hard, hard.
Come, come. Check. Check.
Go.
Hot, hot. 57.
Shoot.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it again with Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Check 59, Mike is 59.
2nd and 10. This one caught by Davis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Mike, check, 59.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only at... It's incomplete. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
Incomplete on the default.
Ready. 60 out ball.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch safety creeping.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd down, Whittington. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch twist. Watch the twist. 54 is Mike. 54.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Check, check. Fresno. 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 Go. Go. On the ball. Let's go.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He completes it to Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Minshew sets to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, Hayward!
On 2nd and 10, Minshew. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. The point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Go.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, exit.
They're running it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. To try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next, the score, Panthers 34, Titans 16.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. The extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Switch.
Now.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says He has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. He'll look to throw.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He'll drop to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, pick up.
14-yard line.
Get that ball. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Line 2.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Watch twins.
Hey, Haywood.
Jump.
Fair. Hit it.
On second down, Minshew. And it's incomplete.
The second down pass. Thrown away and incomplete. It's now third down and
The Panthers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Now Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on